Those heading out soon, you're going to have much drier conditions for travel. We do expect to hit the pause button on the rain and the snow flurries through the holiday weekend. Let's check in with our Chief Meteorologist, Mike Everett. Mike.
Hi, Joyce. Great news coming out of the Weather Center tonight. The Pacific Northwest looking clear but cool as we go over the next few days here. So it's going to be fantastic for traveling conditions both out of town and returning as well. Taking a live look over the Seattle Metro, helping me to tell that story right now. You're starting to see some blue skies out there. You may even see the moon tonight. Here's what your first alert headlines look like. We'll see a morning chill and some fog for Thanksgiving itself. And then once that clears, it should be a pretty nice day out there. Long stretch of dry weather into the middle of next week. So again, whether you're coming or going, it looks like we'll be able to keep that for a bit. And then it looks like we could be tracking some active weather late next week. But again, that's late next week. Now, travelers are probably already aware we are tracking some storms that are making their way, especially across the north and east. But once you get going, well, if you're heading down towards the south, 80s waiting for you in places like Florida, but chill, deep, 48 tomorrow in Oklahoma City. Details in your full local forecast coming up.
Live look at the arrivals at SEA tonight. Today's is expected to be one of the busiest days of the Thanksgiving travel week, with the airport expecting about 177,000 people. Same with the roads. AAA is predicting nearly 72 million Americans will drive to their holiday destinations this week. King 5 has team coverage for you as holiday travelers collide with the evening commute. Madison Wade standing by at the airport. We're going to start tonight with Bridget Chavez live over I-5. Bridget.
Yeah, Joyce, there are more drivers on the road this evening, as you mentioned, not just the regular commuters, but those holiday travelers as well. And this period that we're in the middle of right now is what WashDOT is calling a peak travel time. So here's what things look like now on I-5. Southbound is looking okay. Northbound, we're seeing some slowdowns, but that's why experts say if you can avoid driving until later tonight or even tomorrow, you likely won't get caught in some of this traffic.
If you're hitting the road for the long Thanksgiving holiday weekend,
when the morning show started today, you should have been on the road.
AAA estimates that a record number of people are going to be road tripping. It estimates that nearly 72 million people will be driving, breaking a previous record set in 2019 of 70.6 million. King 5 traffic anchor Shantae Sumter says some of the best tools you can use are WashDOT's travel charts.
This line is what it usually is. If you usually travel out on I-5 between Lacey and Tacoma, and even more traffic than usual, not as much congestion, but you see even at 7, it is above that average line, so you'll still be dealing with more congestion.
WashDOT spokesperson Aisha Dayal says even though the weather pattern looks mostly dry, be prepared for winter driving conditions at all times.
Having a car kit with, emergency extra food and water, a blanket to keep warm.
If traffic tends to give you a headache, lower gas prices could provide some relief. AAA says the average price for a gallon of gas in Washington is about $4. Compare that to a year ago when the average was $4.39 a gallon. We plugged popular destinations into GasBuddy to see what the cost would be round trip. If you're driving a standard SUV, Seattle to Spokane will cost you $68.63. Seattle to Portland, $38.66. And Seattle to Bellingham, $24.18.
It's cliche, but pack your patience, I guess, because it's going to be a long trip.
And as far as that return trip, you'll want to avoid driving on Sunday if you can, or leave as early as possible that day. Experts say the best days to return back to Western Washington if you're driving are Saturday and Monday. Reporting live in Seattle, Bridget Chavez, King 5 News.
Thank you, Bridget. Let's head out to Sea-Tac now, where the check-in counters have been slammed with thousands traveling through. King 5's Madison Wade joining us live on this very busy Thanksgiving Eve. Madison.
Well, hi, Joyce. Before I get to the numbers, this is the best part to be in the airport because this is where everyone is reuniting with their families who just traveled wherever they were coming from to be home for Thanksgiving. Just seeing all the emotional reunions is making me emotional. But we're talking about millions of people traveling for the Thanksgiving holiday, 5.84 million across our country. Here at SEA, 177,000 people are expected to pass through the airport. And again, we caught up with travelers today who are just grateful to be home for the holiday. You know what tomorrow is?
No.
Okay. 4-year-old Edith also doesn't know where she is.
We're still in Alaska.
But don't worry, her parents have it figured out. They're here for
Thanksgiving.
getting on the light rail to beat the traffic, while others wait for a ride.
I guess I'm cheating a little because I'm at departures for my pickup.
For Carrie and Cinder, Thanksgiving is a time to cherish.
I miss my family, so really special opportunity.
From the pickup lines to baggage claim, the reunions continue.
It means everything to us. We're very close. We're missing one of our sons and his wife, who we love dearly, in New York City, but it's so good to be here together.
Yeah. SEA Airport anticipating 1.5 million travelers between November 21st and the Saturday after Thanksgiving. But this turkey isn't flying.
He's been at home with me for 10 years, and I was volunteering today, and I'm like, I might as well bring him. Why not?
The lines may be long, and baggage claim may be busy.
No tears!
But it's all worth it to be reunited. Jessica just came home from an 18-month-long mission trip, just in time for Thanksgiving with her family.
Oh, love you. Welcome home.
It's so important for all of these families to be reunited here. And again, we're waiting for a few more to happen right in front of us. But we do know at last check, a little more than 100 delays here at SEA Airport and a handful of cancellations. So really not a bad travel day. We're going to continue to be here at the airport following the very latest information for you all through the evening long in case anything changes. But from SEA, happy Thanksgiving.
And enjoy the reunions, Madison. Thanks so much. Well, if you're traveling by water, make sure you plan ahead. The ferry system's expecting nearly 300,000 passengers during the Thanksgiving holiday period. That means longer lines for vehicles. Also expect a few changes to the sailing schedules depending on the route that you take.